So hey guys, and it is time for the speed test comparison. We have Samsung S23 Ultra and the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Latest from Samsung versus latest and greatest from Apple. The disappointing part is both these devices got no power brick in the box, which is a shame in my opinion, cause Xiaomi and OnePlus are providing power brick in the box. And yes, in the end of this video I'm gonna share some camera samples, so make sure to watch it full. So starting things with booting up both these devices, and here we go. Samsung versus Apple, One UI 5.1 versus iOS 16.3, and yes, 8 Gen 2 versus A16 Bionic Silicon. So in this one Apple wins by a small margin, likely a gap of 4 to 5 seconds. Before starting, I want to mention the battery optimization settings are turned off on both. So starting things with dialer, and here we go, and that is fast on Samsung. Message, same on both. Now Play Store versus App Store, and that is fast on Samsung, clearly can see. Scrolling is a bit laggier on Samsung thanks to Google. Now camera, and that is quick on Samsung, clearly can see Samsung was first in terms of focusing and all. The selfie shooter however is fast on iPhone. So now settings, and I wanna show you guys the design difference. A center hole punch on Samsung which actually looks perfect versus a dynamic hole on iPhone. You guys can see the display settings, both these are on high refresh rate and max out resolution, which is great. So that was a warm up, and now we'll open some heavy games like Angry Birds. Here we go. So from now on you will see the real gap of 8 Gen 2 versus A16 Bionic, and yes, optimization matter a lot. So in this one Samsung wins by a huge margin. Can see that a gap of almost 2 to 3 seconds in iPhone. So now I'm gonna open Genshin Impact, which is a huge game, costs 19 gigs in total. Yeah, I mean it is the heaviest game I've seen so far. And alright. So the login screen clearly faster on iPhone. Now opening the game, here we go. And that is way faster on iPhone too. So a gap of like 6 to 7 seconds I guess.
Disappear!
So the gaming session was amazing both on Samsung and iPhone. I saw no lag whatsoever, and yeah, that was a great experience. Now PUBG, an online battle game, you can play this with your friends or family. There are random players online and you can choose from different maps too. Okay, so that is fast on iPhone can be seen a small gap on Samsung. So now I'm gonna show you the graphics settings and you guys can play it in 90 FPS and max out settings on Samsung and Apple both. So a smooth gameplay on both these devices, can see no lag whatsoever. So now we have Gangster Vegas and here we go. This is a game like GTA, you can drive cars and buy a house and do anything you want. So you guys can see that again is clearly faster on iPhone. Now starting the game and here we go. So that one is fast on Samsung by a small margin. Now some social media apps like Reddit and here we go. That is fast on Samsung. So now Instagram, image and video sharing platform and that is quick on Samsung once again. My profile and that is fast on Samsung once again. Scrolling is smooth on both these devices, no lag whatsoever. Now Adobe Rush, exporting a plant vs zombie clip of 1080p. Here we go. So wow, that is fast on Samsung. It is the first time Samsung won in terms of rendering and exporting a file. Now on Shape CAD rendering software and I'm gonna load the online CAD file. So here we go. So that one is fast on iPhone guys by a huge margin. This one is quite smooth on iPhone, you guys can see, while on Samsung it is a bit laggy. Now MS Word, opening a 50 MB document and here we go. And that is quick on iPhone by a huge margin, while Samsung was 3 to 4 seconds late. RAM management test and dialer settings, that is a refresh on iPhone. Angry Birds, and that is a refresh on iPhone once again. Genshin Impact, wow, that is a refresh on iPhone. PUBG New State, and that is a refresh on both, which is shocking. Gangster Vegas, and that is there in both. Play Store versus App Store, and a refresh on iPhone, which is shocking guys. So you guys can see in terms of booting up and opening application, iPhone won by a huge margin, while in terms of rendering and exporting, in terms of RAM management, Samsung won by a huge margin. Now Geekbench and here we go. So the Geekbench scores are now out and it is 1500 plus in Samsung versus almost 1900 in iPhone. The multi-core score is 4937 on Samsung versus 5324 on iPhone. Here are some camera samples I shot using both these devices and you guys can see night images. Samsung crushes Apple, like in terms of shadows, in terms of dynamic range and also in terms of the color accuracy. Yeah, both these are great in terms of daylight images, but Samsung got a huge advantage of 10x periscope lens and you guys can see the image quality, how good Samsung is in terms of the zoom images. So this all guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to check these products in the shopping cart below, and yes, I'll meet you guys in the next one. Like, subscribe, and peace out.